Hi, I'm Aubrey Clifton. I am working towards my bachelor's in early childhood unified. I have two boys. My youngest son just turned 13 and he started his last year of middle school, and my oldest just turned 18 and he started attending K-State this fall. We are currently in my classroom. I've been a lead teacher at our local Head Start. This is my 7th full school year. And then I also work part-time at a little boutique here in town. In the spare time that I do have, I do enjoy reading and spending some time with my friends. So that's a little bit about me. Now we're going to move on to some low-tech assistive devices. These are some things that I've found very useful in my classroom, and I actually didn't realize that I was utilizing them every day until I started reading the chapter and finding out more information. So first I have just a little fidget device. It just bends all around and makes different shapes. And this has come in really handy with students who have ADD or ADHD, and when we were having to sit at carpet time or small groups, sometimes even waiting in line, whether it's for the bathroom or some other activity, they're able to just mess around with it with their hands and get that little bit of movement in without making big movements with their body. So it's just been really helpful. And for some of my little people that need to use it, they just know that it's in their spot at carpet, and when they're ready to come sit down, it's there and waiting for them. So that also helps to get them back over to carpet time. So the next low-tech assistive device is a cube chair, and this is probably one of my favorite items in the classroom. This really helps with a lot of children, especially with 3- and 4-year-olds. They already have a hard time knowing how to keep their bodies in one place. So this would come in handy for a lot of children, but especially, again, for another child who might have ADD or ADHD, maybe someone who has a little bit of anxiety and kind of needs to feel a little enclosed. And then, it's hard to see, but on the top here, I've added some Velcro. So children, while they're sitting in it, have some extra sensory input by rubbing the Velcro. So then we also, this is the really handy part, if you need to, you can flip it over and the child can't scoot around. Sometimes we have kiddos in here, and if we don't have the Velcro on the bottom, they'll just use the chair to scoot around the carpet time. So that helps in those instances. So flip it back over, scoot it out of the way. Next we have PEX cards, and some of our PEX cards have been mixed with just regular clip art that shows some of our activities through the day. They also correlate to our daily schedule. This comes in really handy for children who might have autism, Asperger's, speech delay, selective mutism. I actually used these with a child who did have selective mutism, and they came in really handy because he was able to tell me what he needed when he needed it. I also have used them with a child who, instead of needing to be shown the card to know what to do, he was shown the card after he was exhibiting the desired behavior. So it was a little bit different, but for each child you kind of find what works. So these, again, along with my schedule, we also have a first then board that we can use. So we kind of tie them all together for the kids that need it. And the schedule, again, comes in handy for children who might have some anxiety about being at school, the autism, Asperger's, that sort of thing. But teaching preschool, it really comes in handy for all of them, just letting them know what is going to happen through the day. And a lot of our little guys, they may find out that they have one of those disorders later in life, but right now is really too young. So we're just trying to figure out what's regular preschool and what might they need help with later. So on our schedule, we just have them Velcroed on. And as we go through the day, we take them off as we go. And then if there's ever something that we're not going to do, so today we didn't do toothbrushing, so that was not on there. So my students, as we went through it, knew it wasn't even going to happen. Sometimes I take my class on a walk during our free choice time. We will take our clipboards out and walk around the block. So I would take off free choice and cleanup, and then I would add the picture that shows our class walk. And we go through it when the children get here, and then again several times throughout the day as we've taken things off. We stick them in a pocket and know that they're done. And then, like I said, we also use this on the first then board. So if we're getting ready to read a story, and next is the bathroom, I have extras of these for our first then board. I can put them both down. It's just a manila folder with a line drawn down the center and the corresponding Velcro at the top. And so on first, I would put read aloud, and on the then side, I would put bathroom, so that they know what we're doing and when. And it just kind of eases their mind a little bit and helps them to know what is expected of them throughout the day. So those are my low-tech assistive devices that I wanted to share with you, and hopefully you'll find a place for them in your future classroom. Thank you.